In 2026, many smartwatches promise greatness but deliver total failure. These are 10 of them. Let's get to it. 10. Withings ScanWatch 2. The Withings ScanWatch 2 arrives with the sophisticated charm of a traditional analog watch, but its $369.95 price tag masks a series of deeply anti-consumer flaws. While it markets itself as a clinical-grade health tool, rigorous testing showed a catastrophic 21% heart rate error during cycling, rendering its data essentially useless for serious fitness tracking. To make matters worse, the brand's software practices have turned hostile, with mandatory updates that effectively brick the hardware until users agree to sweeping new data sharing terms. This coercive approach, combined with deceptive dark patterns in their marketing, makes the device a primary example of a premium look hiding a very broken user experience. If you think a heart that skips a beat is a problem, wait until you meet a watch that thinks your morning coffee is a 5-mile hike. 9. Polar Vantage V3. A high price tag is unfortunately no guarantee of accuracy, as seen with the $599 Polar Vantage V3. Despite its vibrant new AMOLED screen, the internal algorithms are struggling with massive technical debt, leading to a staggering 74% error rate in simple step counting. It also falls into the trap of feature washing, providing hardware like an ECG sensor without the necessary software to interpret it. Users are left with a raw electrical trace that they must manually deliver to a doctor. This inability to master basic signal processing for a task as mundane as walking suggests a grim trajectory for the legacy brand. While Polar is struggling to count steps, another industry giant is busy counting the days until its own fitness brand disappears forever. 8. Fitbit Sense 3 Ecosystem. The Fitbit Sense 3 represents the slow, deliberate sunsetting of a once beloved ecosystem under Google's ownership. Since the multi-billion-dollar acquisition, Alphabet has systematically stripped away core features like community challenges and Google Assistant support to nudge users towards the Pixel Watch lineup. The hardware itself feels neglected and sluggish, featuring a capacitive touch-sensitive button that is notoriously unresponsive and nearly impossible to use when hands are sweaty during a workout. Furthermore, the lack of onboard music storage, a standard feature even on budget competitors, severely limits its utility for runners who want to train without a bulky smartphone. Buying into the Fitbit Sense ecosystem in 2026 feels like purchasing a ticket for a sinking ship, as the brand moves towards deliberate corporate neglect and planned obsolescence. If being abandoned by a tech giant sounds bad, imagine owning a watch that literally tries to call for help while you're sleeping. 7. Mobvoi TicWatch Pro 5. Technological ghosts can haunt your wrist, a reality many Mobvoi TicWatch Pro 5 owners have discovered. While its dual-layer display offers impressive battery life, the device is plagued by ghost touches where the watch spontaneously dials emergency numbers or opens apps without any human input. When these sensors inevitably fail, Mobvoi has reportedly refused hardware replacements, offering insulting 75% discount coupons instead of honoring warranties. Marooned on outdated versions of Wear OS, the TicWatch Pro 5 is a cautionary tale about buying from manufacturers that cannot keep up with software update cycles. While Mobvoi is struggling with ghosts in the machine, Samsung is trying to sell us a fan edition that is really just a graveyard for old tech. 6. Samsung Galaxy Watch FE. Samsung's Galaxy Watch FE attempts to capture the entry-level market, but it is essentially a repository for recycled, obsolete components. Because it uses an older, power-hungry processor, rather than the efficient 3nm chips found in flagship models, the battery life often fails to survive a single 24-hour cycle if features like the always-on display are active. It's also stripped of the advanced AI health coaching and sleep apnea detection that make modern Samsung watches worth owning in the first place. With thick bezels and a charging speed that takes nearly 2 hours to reach full capacity, it offers poor value compared to buying a superior refurbished flagship model at the same price. It seems the more you pay, the more you risk, even when you venture into the luxury world of extreme outdoor tracking. 5. Garmin Fenix 8 Pro. Even at the absolute top of the market, the Garmin Fenix 8 Pro struggles to justify its $1,699.99 price tag. While the titanium hardware is rugged, the proprietary operating system is visibly buckling under the weight of technical debt, leading to laggy menus and painfully slow map rendering that hinders its use as a backcountry navigation tool. Furthermore, its heavily advertised SOS satellite features require an additional paid subscription, and the company's habit of cutting off software support after just 1 or 2 years is alienating most loyal users. It feels like a luxury vehicle that's becoming increasingly expensive to maintain, yet fails to deliver the fluid, modern experience that competitors provide at half the cost. Fortunately, you don't have to spend $2,000 to find a device that actually respects your wallet and your time. 4. Amazfit Bip 6. Some brands still understand that utility should come before pretension, as evidenced by the Amazfit Bip 6. For under $100, it delivers an astonishing 14-day battery life and built-in GPS, proving that affordable watches do not have to be defective or white-labeled e-waste. By focusing on core wellness tracking and avoiding the unnecessary bloatware of its more expensive rivals, it offers a refreshing and reliable experience for the everyday user. It stands as a definitive recommendation for anyone who wants a functional tool that works seamlessly with both iOS and Android without the stress of daily charging. If budget isn't your main concern, but absolute perfection is, then the market anchor is probably already on your radar. 3. Apple Watch Series 11. For those who demand the absolute pinnacle of hardware and software integration, the Apple Watch Series 11 remains the market's gold standard. With a battery that now pushes toward 48 hours thanks to the hyper-efficient S10 chip, it provides medical-grade features like FDA-approved hypertension alerts and sophisticated sleep apnea detection. Apple has avoided the feature-washing pitfalls of its competitors by ensuring every sensor is backed by clinically validated software interpretations. It has successfully transitioned from a simple phone accessory to a standalone communication node, offering integrated 5G connectivity that makes it a proactive medical monitoring device wrapped in a premium chassis. While Apple dominates its own walled garden, the Android world has finally produced a rival that can stand its ground. 2. Google Pixel Watch 4. In the Android ecosystem, the Google Pixel Watch 4 has finally arrived as a true champion, neutralizing years of historical dominance by competitors. It uses the Snapdragon W5 Gen 2 chip to run Wear OS 6.0 with zero latency, while its Actua 360 display can hit 3000 nits of brightness for perfect legibility in harsh sunlight. Its real power lies in the local Gemini AI, which processes your biometrics directly on the device to create personalized readiness scores and plain language health advice. By successfully assimilating the best aspects of the Fitbit acquisition into premium hardware, Google has created a cohesive and highly intelligent alternative for non-Apple users. But for the true athlete who refuses to choose between a pretty face and a deep data set, there is one final king of the hill. 1. Garmin Venue 4. If you want the perfect balance of elite fitness tracking and daily style, the Garmin Venue 4 is the clear winner of 2026. It pairs a vibrant AMOLED touchscreen with a massive 12-day battery life, outperforming almost everything else in its class. Using the hyper-accurate Elevate V5 sensor array, it offers features like the body battery and a dedicated sleep coach to provide a complete, near-chest strap accurate picture of your physiological health. It manages to include essential modern features like a microphone for calls and voice assistance without compromising its identity as a serious athletic diagnostic tool. For the consumer who refuses to sacrifice accuracy for aesthetics, the Venue 4 stands as an unmitigated triumph of engineering. Invest in stable ecosystems to safely navigate modern wearable technology. Which of these features would you actually trust? Let us know in the comments below. And make sure to hit that like and subscribe button.